Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hydrated, because get ready. This video is about to be soaking wet. Where am I going with this? I have a box. It's from BigBadToyStore. And yeah, the year's 2025. There's a sticker. You know, if you see my channel, you know how I feel about my BigBadToyStore stickers. They better come with it for what I pay for some of this stuff. Add it to the wall. Let's get into this. So, most of this stuff has been in my pile of loot for a minute now, except for this. We're going to sidetrack a little bit. This Tom Nook, if you know, I collect Nintendo stuff as well, and I found this Tom Nook from the World of Nintendo line that they used to do way back in the day of like 2016 or whatever, and found it at a local store. Couldn't pass it up, okay? You know, I'm a fan of the Nook, the Nook man. Alright, I played my fair bit of Animal Crossing, okay? I know who he is, I know what he's about. He's helped me out. He's given me jobs. So, yeah, this is, I don't know why they deviated away from World of Nintendo. I mean, some of those figures there, they've re-released. Except for that squid. I don't know much about squid games or whatever the hell. But, still, very nice to have in the collection. Let's move on. Now we're really diving into why you're here. Godzilla stuff, alright? We're back on track, back on the rails. We have this plain box. All we know, it says 1964. A movie monster series, unless you know how to read Japanese. But if you have eyes, at least you can see this. This is what was in that box. This is the 1964 movie monster series Ghidorah. I believe they refer to this. I might be wrong, which is very common. This might be referred to as the legendary color version. Correct me if I'm wrong. I will not get offended. But pretty much from my understanding, these colors are based off the original concept colors for Ghidorah in the original 1964 movie. And if I'm going to be honest, if I have to give my opinion, which I will, because it's my video, I'm glad they did not go with this color wave, because this whole vibe that he's giving off comes off more of a sports fan, who, like one of those sports fans that paints their entire body and then like sits on a stage, and when their team loses after doing all that, like you see the video pans to them and they're like crying in the seat. Like this is what we're looking at here. So I prefer the more gold generic color of Ghidorah, and compared to this, but this is still a nice piece to have in the collection to show that, hey, this is what could have been right here. All right. This is what happens when I don't have words. I just start stuttering like an idiot. All right. Still nice. And I'm pretty sure it's based off the newest Ghidorah that came out from the 5-pack, which, if we're on that topic, weren't they supposed to release each of those 5 figures from that 5-pack? It came out at the end of 2024, and I swear they said each of those figures would be re-released individually throughout the year 2025 with tagged versions. That has not happened yet. Now, there are still a few months of the year, alright? I'm recording this right now on August 8th, so they still got some time, but this is starting to look more like a 2026 situation, and maybe that's for the best. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they do release those, because oh my god, excuse me, sorry, I almost threw up everywhere. I would like to get another Kamacuras. So, and I know there's a few people who probably missed out on that box set and probably want those figures individually with nice colorful tags. So, hopefully that happens soon. Anyway, let's move on. Up next, what is it? It's another brown box. Let's go. Same idea, Japanese, I can't read it, maybe you can. Movie Monster Series, big barcode. Have the Target employees scan that, because it won't take them anywhere and they'll be confused, and force them to go look in the back and just keep egging them on and telling them, don't worry, it's back there, trust me. They'll never find it. Anyway, don't do that. That'd be sad. They don't get paid enough to deal with your bullshit. Get the box out of here. Let's look at this. This is what we call a Super Godzilla, and by we I mean Toho and whatever video game company made this character. So yeah, Super Godzilla, very cool figure. I like when we do the deep dives, okay? Technically that Ghidorah that we just looked at, well, that's a deep dive character. That's, you know, a deep dive concept. And now we have this Super Godzilla, which if you don't know, it's from a Godzilla game, I believe for the SNES. I could be completely wrong. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, except this time I will be offended. I'm changing my stance. But he was again original kaiju for this video game, whichever one it was, just an older one. And very cool that they went ahead and released this along with Bagon. They did the Bagon, both the normal version and the colored version, the video game colored version. So this goes along with that. So it's a very cool duo. Another great piece to have. Some people I saw were upset that when this figure was released, all they realized was this was a retooling of the Space Godzilla mold. Which to those people I say, go touch grass. Just kidding. That's such a dumb thing to say, unless it calls for it. But I could sort of understand, but I have to say, who cares? We're getting a Super Godzilla figure. It looks nice. Even if it is a retooling, it still looks really nice. It's unique. The colors, the Joker vibe, I dig it. I'm into it. I'm feeling it. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So, I would recommend. It's just a nice piece to have. I love deep dives, okay? Listen, we could have got another Burning Godzilla. Well, we did. There was that light-up version. So, yeah. You know how I feel about Burning Godzilla. We could just keep getting that over and over again. Or we can get some nice retoolings and get some unique stuff. I like the unique stuff, okay? We gotta branch out. Explore new things. That's all I have to say. Let's move on. What the fuck is next? Oh, it's this guy. You might have heard of him, Jaguar. Alright? Or Jaguar Jet, if you're from that one Godzilla Earth book. Anyway, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay. This is cool. I love when Moving Monster series figures come in these colorful boxes. Not those plain brown boxes we got before. Although those are still nice because it's like added protection. Because these are imported figures. God forbid you just have them sitting in an envelope and they just get squashed by like a heavy box and now your figures are all warped. But these are very fun boxes. They're fun to keep and display. They don't take up a lot of space. Mine's cracked right there, so there goes any hope of getting this graded. Just kidding, who cares? It's a toy. Still, it's a very nice box. So I like this. I want to see more of this. Alright, get creative, Bandai. You have enough money to do it. I'm struggling to open the box there. It just rips even more, that'd be sad. But, this is Jet Jaguar based off the little short films that they do for Godzilla's anniversary every year. This is from the final film where Godzilla and Jet Jaguar team up to fight Ghidorah. And what they did here, which is pretty unique for a soft vinyl release, is they came with interchangeable hands, accessories, if you will. So here's the plain figure, which is the way I want it. Spoiler alert: this is what I ordered right here. This is what I want, which is the Jaguar with Gigan's claws. It's badass. I love the concept. Really cool. So that's how I have it displayed right now. But in a second, you'll see it also has hands. I don't put them on, but he has a thumbs up hands, which is pretty cool. Side note, this is like again just a retooling, it seems, or maybe a brand new mold. Obviously the Gigan claws are new, but in terms of the main Jet Jaguar body, it seems just to be a retooling of a recent release. If I might be incorrect on that too. I know, just incorrect on everything today, but yeah, the only thing that really changed is his eyes are light blue compared to the solid black as before, which goes along with the movie. Here's a thumbs up. Hands. Those are cool. Very nice. Jet Jaguar does like to do his thumbs up, so if you want to display it like that, you can. I find it interesting, though. I like that they did this, because with soft vinyl, it's not like, you're not dealing with ball joints like Haya or SH Monster Arts, where it's pretty easy to interchange some stuff. You just kind of pop the hand off, pop it back in. Super 7 does that too. With soft vinyl, if you ever remove joints, like detach a tail or an arm, whatever, for these figures, the way it works, it's like you normally have to heat it up to get that plastic really soft, and when you pull it out, it's like a cone almost. And to attach it, the way it goes in, it's like you kind of have to squeeze that cone, squeeze it inward to shove it into the hole where it will expand back out, and that's what kind of holds it in place, if that makes sense. And if you're turned on by the words I'm using, you're welcome. But yeah, so it's a different way of handling joints, which is suited for soft vinyl, but I don't know if I'd say strange, but it's pretty No, I wouldn't say it's strange. I think it's cool that they're willing to try like interchangeable hands. Because again, you don't damage it as long as you heat them up enough. You know, not too much. You don't want to melt the shit, but you want to heat up enough where pulling it apart should be simple. You're not yanking on it too much. So, yeah, it's cool. Again, though, I have him with the claws because that's the way I wanted my voice cracked. Am I sitting on my balls or something? Why is my voice cracking? But, yeah, I like it. Cool idea. Cool box. Cool beans. Let's keep it moving. We have a Transformers Megatron type Godzilla. Megatron's type is Godzilla. I respect that. Alright. No judgment zone. It's funny. For a while now, I've been passing by the Transformers section at the toy store, also known as Target and Walmart. And I was like, man, what if I was into Transformers? Look at all these cool toys. If only I was into them. You know, that'd be cool. Wouldn't it? More money to waste. Anyway. Yeah, those are the thoughts in my head. And then, shortly after having these thoughts, this gets announced. So this is a really cool collaboration between Toho and, what's it say, Spark? Hasbro? I'm not too familiar who does it. I'm pretty sure Hasbro does Transformers. So, it's a cool collaboration. From a little bit of Transformers I know, this is Grimlock with a Megatron head. So, I assume it's, I don't know why they refer to it as, I don't know. I'm going to piss off the Transformer nerds here. I don't want to do that. God forbid. Yeah, but it's cool. And I really like this box. I really like the idea of the figure. I will say, I have not opened this out of the box yet. I don't know if I will. Again, I just like how it looks together. It's a really cool piece for the collection. Maybe at some point I will, just to see. When I was a kid and I used to play with Transformers, they never sat well with me. If they were like the really cheap, basic kid toy ones, that was great. But I remember when the 2007 movie came out. Obviously, as a kid, it's like, oh, Transformers, cool, let me buy a toy. And my parents got me like a 2-pack. And it was Barricade and Bumblebee. Barricade, I believe, was the police car. So I'm pretty sure either way. The Barricade was cool. The Bumblebee had a problem, though. I remember transforming him. Like, getting to the last step, you had to, like, lift the front of his hood up so it could click into place in its car form. And it just would never click and hold. So it was very annoying, and I remember I stuck tape on it one time because I liked him in car mode. Like, what can I say? All right, don't judge. But stuff like that always kind of annoyed me with Transformers, where as a kid I'm smashing together, they don't hold well. Like, even when I wasn't smashing them together, I'd just be like trying to roll them around in car mode. Like, the clip wasn't strong enough to hold the thing. I don't know. I'm rambling, but maybe you guys know my pain. Transformer toys didn't sit well with me as a kid. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, that is it. That's enough rambling. Let's wrap this shit up because it's late. These are the figures of the haul for recently. Well, this all came together in one box, so, I guess that's one big, not really purchase, but what am I even saying? Who cares? It's the haul, okay? That's what I got over time recently. For the Transformers, yes, I also pre-ordered the Kiryu, which a couple hours before recording this finally went through. I got the notification, so that will be coming. I don't know when. I kind of like to let my pile of loot build up a little bit before I ship it out, so it might be a minute before we see that here in my hands, in my arms. But everything else too, the Ghidorah, the Super Godzilla, and the Jaguar, very cool pieces again. These are what's fun about this haul right here. This is all very unique stuff, unique pieces for the collection. I like that. It's very fun. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. I hope your collecting is going well. I hope your life is going well. Life sometimes is stressful, so sometimes it's good to unwind and take care of yourselves. So, with that said, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all take care, and I'll see you all next time.